Check it out, people. It's Fresh Mark Sense, another fresh review, aka Zest for Life. Today I'll be reviewing perfumes that keep me fresh and sweet during the summer. These are soft, sweet fragrances that are very mass appealing, very comforting for people if they're sort of snuggling close to you. Like if you're wearing this on your clothes, this will draw people in with some nice warmth during the summer and have a touch of sweetness, have a touch of spice, something a little bit different, but generally cozy, mass appealing scents. So let's get straight into it with the first one, which is slightly different actually. It's a summer fragrance, Lacoste L212 or 1212 Louis. And this is based on the Wimbledon tennis scene, whatever. It's supposed to be fresh and floral, but for me, I get a slightly tropical vibe with tuberose, suede, and ylang-ylang. Ylang-ylang gives it its yellow floral property, which is slightly tropical. The tuberose is white floral, so it's very fresh. Suede in the base with sandalwood keeps it creamy and a little bit masculine with that. Suede is a brown leather note, let's say. So very fresh, airy, and slightly tropical. This is a great one for summer because very mass appealing with the sandalwood in the base. Sort of like, if you want to compare it, it will be like Mont Blanc Legend Spirit, you know, but a more clean and slightly tropical version without the cheapness of that sandalwood that you experience from Mont Blanc Spirit Legend that I just can't deal with. So this is a fresher, cleaner, simple perfume with a little bit of a tropical twist. L212. Definitely check that out. It's going for about I think about £35 for 195 ml. That was a big bottle. So that is it's sort of a dumb reach, let's say. I actually like to think about what I'm wearing and make it situationally appropriate, and that's why I think Guerlain L'Homme Ideal by Guerlain EDT is perfect for spring or summer picnics and the like, because it sort of has a white cardigan, creamy fresh, sort of almost like a cricket picnic vibe. Very summery, very soft, slightly camphorous in the top note, but it does have a nice bit of creamy sandalwood that keeps it great for beige cardigans and stuff like that. They're sort of soft, easy, casual going weather. This is perfect for somebody snuggling up to you. They would like the citrus on the dry down. I don't actually like the camphor on the top, the camphorous green nature on the top, but I do enjoy the vanillic sweet and soft sandalwood base and the after effect of the camphor, which is a longer lasting citrus. This lasts for about 5 to 7 hours. Good projection, very good sillage, very pushes out quite a bit, but this is a very cozy, subtle scent. Guerlain L'Homme Ideal Eau de Toilette. Great one for summer, but I don't wear it as much as I should because I prefer sweeter scents, let's say. And now let's get on to something that I was actually wearing today, and I really enjoy the sweetness of it. Ferragamo Umo by Salvador Ferragamo. Now this Eau de Toilette has tiramisu note with the sandalwood, so it starts off very sweet. It has a sweet note as well that reminds me of sort of like a pineapple gummy bear. Let's get straight into it because it's got a bit of iris. It's got a lot of my favorite notes in it. It's got a nice bit of creamy tonka bean to make it milky sweet. It has some orange blossom to keep it effervescent, really pushing out there. This is one of my favorite go-to white florals. Another one that I was in the runner-up list was 212 Sexy Men, and that has a very nice vanilla and licorice. Some people may not like it, but it is actually high up there on the mass appealing list, and I use it a lot myself. But this is really this is great mass appealing fragrance. I think this has got me the most sort of compliments or unsolicited. Wow, people just look up and say, who's that? Where's that fresh sweet smell coming from? It's so likable, so easy to go for. Ferragamo Umo, mix it up with tiramisu, sandalwood in the base, a little bit of iris, and that sweet gummy bear note on the top to keep it sweet, effervescent, vanillic, slightly powdery, and great for summer nights and summer daytime as well. Very hazy, sunny day, easygoing, casual vibe. Great with a jumper as well, or any knitwear. It really soaks up that sweet iris and vanillic and sandalwood scent. So the next one, which is these are all quite medium priced as well, actually. The Ferragamo Umo, you can get it a little bit more expensive, £35 for 100 ml, sometimes £40 100 ml. But if you go for the larger option, I think it's the best, really. Larger bottles are best for price economy, but if you look for 50 mils, you may find a good gift set. The next one is a classic, modern classic. I can't state this enough. Prada Amber Pour Homme Eau de Toilette. Is it an Eau de Toilette? Yes, it's an Eau de Toilette. I actually had to check twice because the longevity on this fragrance is about 5 to 7 hours, and for a fresh citrus, slightly soapy, clear scent with a touch of geranium. Really enjoy this scent. Like the previous fragrance, Ferragamo Umo, Salvador Ferragamo Umo, this also has orange blossom, but it goes into a slightly more musky, soapy, slightly minty direction with geranium making it minty. There is a like a soapy, fresh myrrh and aldehyde combination going on here. The bergamot is slightly sour, fresh, and that brings me into the next perfume, because this is a classic. You got to try this in stores on, and this will be fantastic with a suit. I would say smart casual wear, really, but this is best with a suit and best in the office. You could wear it spring and summer. It's a go-to fragrance. Why not? The last one that I'm going to go for is something that is so cheap and under the radar that I've got to tell you about. I really enjoyed the fragrance of this, and for me, it reminds me of a cheaper sort of Dior Homme Intense Dior Homme Intense EDP with a slight bit of red rose, nutmeg-like spices, and almost like an Earl Grey note, Earl Grey black tea note in the grey, amber, and white musk of this fragrance. Burberry Brit for Men. Fantastically cheap at £15 for 50 ml. This emulates the iris, waxy, sour bergamot. It has a nice bit of grey musk, as I mentioned before, to keep it slightly formal and fresh, but that gives a sort of Earl Grey tea note that gives a darkness to the fragrance, almost like a shade that juxtaposes spices very well. Slight note of red rose in there to keep it almost romantic, smooth, little bit spiced. Great for evening dates in the summertime because it has the freshness of bergamot, slight waxiness like it's got iris in it, but that is actually the smoothness of the rose coming out when juxtaposed with the waxy sort of sour bergamot. A little bit aquatic, that bergamot, actually. So the citrus is on the top note. The citrus is on the top note. I'm gonna have to really spray this because this isn't actually as strong as the other perfumes. It's like a cross between a cheaper version of Dior Homme Intense EDP and slight spiciness of Tom Ford Grey Vetiver. So very affordable, very cheap, great for formal wear. It has that freshness that you want from summer, the softness of white musk in the base, and a slight dark shade that brings about and really highlights the spices, the mixed spice note, and the red rose that is in here. So citrusy, fresh, slightly aquatic on the top note. It gets a little bit spicy and aromatic in the middle, and then it's fresh and slightly dark with almost Earl Grey and white musk note. So great fragrance, formal wear. Check out all of these fragrances. in store, because these are very easily available. Let me know what you think in the comment section about this, about all these fragrances, because I actually work based on your comments and you push me forward to do more videos based on what you like. So let me know what you think in the comment section. Stay free and stay fresh.